Hi, I'm Carrie Lawless, and on today's Listing for Profit, be sure to stay with us because we are going to show you a fantastic staging transformation. We're going to sell this house for lots of profit, and we're going to show you how to do it. We're back. Everything turned out fabulously well. I cannot wait to show you what we did. So we got 3 competing offers and got the seller exactly what they were looking for. They are ecstatic about it. The agents gave such amazing feedback about the staging and their clients fell in love with it. We know this is why we got the level of activity on this house and we're able to get the seller what they wanted because of what we did with the staging. So we are closing in 2 days. We're moving everything out today, but before we do, I'm going to show you what we did. Let's go inside. Yay, we're inside. So excited to show you the things that we did that I believe made the biggest difference. Number 1, we're in the foyer and this railing was a yellow oak. It was so outdated. Yes, we have carpet. Does anybody want carpet anymore? Absolutely not. But it's not in the budget, so we did what we could. So the railing, I took the dark gel stain, we sanded it, and then we gel stained right over that oak. It took a couple of coats, but talk about make all the difference. And then we put some really cute artwork up the stairs that kind of leads the eye. It had some of the dark in it, which picked up the dark here. It just made a cohesive feel and we just pulled everything together. So that worked out super well. One of the things that was really bugging me, you'll see on other videos, I hate wasted spaces, and I think buyers hate wasted spaces. So we made a cozy little reading nook, so cute. So this was one of the things that really did make a difference in the way you feel when you walk in the door. So love this idea. Over here, the dining room, we did, again, we had the carpet, which we were able to overcome just by making the rest of the room beautiful. You don't have to change everything if you can create the emotion in a room that makes people fall in love with it for other reasons. So what we did to detract from the carpet is we put a really pretty rug down here, brought in a lot of color that way, and then we brought in some deep, rich artwork. You know, I'm such a fan of light and airy and white and gray. This house didn't call for it, so you have to let the house kind of speak to you. This house is very warm, very deep tones, and so we just kind of went with that, and we brought in the blues, we brought in the kind of teal blue curtains, and then we brought in the rich dark furniture. So that totally worked for this room. Now, in the living room, we made a beautiful focal point out of this fireplace. I love that you walk right in the door and this is what you see is the lovely artwork. Again, more color than what I normally choose, but it really worked well for the space. We brought in a small sectional and a chair to show plenty of seating. Now this area right here is what I like to show to replicate where someone would put a TV. That's always the question. When buyers are looking at houses, believe it or not, they always want to know where do you put the TV. So I always replicate something that would be similar to a typical TV size, and I put it low because I find that if it's not the focal wall and it's on a side wall that's very visible, this is what makes everybody happy. So it's kind of a happy medium, so we don't have to have the TV above the fireplace, which is what a lot of people really don't want. So we went ahead and decorated this all out as if it's a media console, a TV, and then they can picture themselves living in here. Now, the kitchen. What a transformation. My goodness. This was just crazy different than what it is, and it turned out so well. One of my favorite things we did is put up this light fixture. I found this at Habitat 2 or 3 years ago. It was irresistible because I think it was $30 or $40. This is such an expensive light fixture. And I just knew one day I would have somebody that really needed it. And these lovely people that are selling this house are so adorable. I decided to give it to them. And we actually installed it for them as well. So there was a very nondescript builder grade fixture here. It was teeny tiny, did nothing for the space. So we put this up Then we put the dark curtains, we put the beautiful piece of artwork, and next to it we had yellow oak cabinets. Can I tell you, oh my God, it looked awful. So basically we had this dark, rich corner and then light yellow oak cabinets, which number one, most people don't like. And then it accentuated the green countertops, which is not a bad thing, but very taste specific. So we hate taste specific because that rules out buyers. What we want to do is appeal to the masses, right? So in order to do that, you want to be neutral. We weren't changing these countertops. We weren't taking out the carpet. I wanted to, they weren't in the budget. So this is a great example of how you can work with what you've got. A lot of times the things you think you hate, you don't hate them as much, it's what's next to it that brings out the ugly in what you're seeing. So what we did was we took some dark gel stain, it was a combination of a couple of colors, and we just coated over the light yellow cabinets. We did even the insides of the doors, and we cheated a little bit. This one we actually did with the doors on, which made it so much easier because we didn't have to wait for them to dry to do the other side. So once we did that, we felt like the green actually made sense. We just decorated it, made it really warm, and totally worked. Everybody loved this house that walked through it. And there you go. So there is the kitchen transformation. We're going into the master bedroom next. I normally do my master bedrooms with like no color. I mean, I love that neutral palette, so we always go with something that's a little bit whiter, creamy, and then some golds and silvers. This, on the other hand, it just wasn't working. I mean, we needed some color in here. So this had blue in it. It's got some deep, rich, bronzy tones. It really brought out the warmth in this room and it worked with it. So we did it a little bit differently and I love it. And then we added some deep, rich color over here. Love this table. This is one of my favorite finds ever. But this shows people that they can put furniture in the room and that there's space for it. We do have a couple of chairs over there, and if it got caught in video, they're not supposed to be there. They're extra dining chairs we didn't have room for. So that's not what we normally do, but you know, typically we could show a piece of furniture there as well, and people can see that even if they have a massive bedroom set, that they have space to fit everything. Now, the master bathroom was really fantastic. This space needed really not much. We could have done a little more. We were in a rush to get this house on the market, but honestly, we put the one little orchid and it was fantastic. They have a lot of really pretty tile work. They have this great shower with this incredible shower head system. Just didn't need anything. It already had a little light faux painting on the wall. I would have preferred to paint over it just to modernize it a little bit. Not in the budget, but apparently we had a lot of success. We didn't need to do it. Upstairs, let's go look at the rest of the house. Love this stairwell, and I hated this stairwell. It was so nondescript. There was nothing going on, just a massive sea of beige and the yellow banister. Look how cool this looks. I love these arches. Look how cute. I love this room. I love that it's so neutral, but yet we brought in the grays and incorporated it with the warm tones because all these tones are in this comforter. And it just really modernized the space a little bit, made it light and airy, and brought everything together. It also looks really super cute with that piece of artwork on the back wall. On to the next bedroom. Another one of my favorites, super cute. Okay, so this one, we added a bit more color. What I like to do when I have this many bedrooms, I like to represent different styles. You never know what's gonna appeal to people. I mean, some people like big, bright, bold colors, some people like very neutral, and some people like a soft palette. So I try to represent a variation of styles. That way, we're appealing to whatever the emotion is there, whatever they really like the most. So they get a chance to just feel comfortable, feel like this could be their home. So here we went with a very soft kind of rustic charm, and that's really one of my favorites. Let's go look at the other bedroom. This is the bright bedroom of the three, and again, I decided to do something totally different in this one and just showed a really bold palette in here, and it's actually kind of fun. So we've got the browns and they pull out the neutral and the carpet and the walls, and it's just very cohesive, all pulled together. We've got one last thing to show you, and that's the upstairs bathroom. Here we are in this bathroom, and there are a couple of things in here that were really outdated. I was a little bit concerned, but we found ways to overcome it just by decorating. We didn't spend any money. We've got, my favorite yellow oak cabinets and my other favorite vinyl roll flooring. So we know that's not super attractive and that's not going to get anybody's attention. However, we overcame it with decorating and it worked like a charm. Not one person complained. Like I said, we got 3 offers. It did fine. So what I always do is put a regular curtain in place of a shower curtain, and I go all the way up to the ceiling if at all possible. In this case, we use the 96-inch curtains because we have 8-foot ceilings, and that worked just fine. A lot of times, if I'm trying to get a more sophisticated look, I'm gonna do something solid or tone on tone, or maybe just a pattern that's monochromatic for the shower curtain. In this case, I did something a little different because I was trying to create a distraction. So if you want to distract from something, you need to be a little bit bolder. And since this is upstairs and typically kids are upstairs because the master's downstairs, I decided to go with something fun. And so it worked like a charm, because this house did exactly what we needed it to do. I am so glad you stayed with us to the end. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and ring the little bell. And you know why? Because we want to bring you the best content, and the only way you're going to know about it is if you ring the bell, get the notifications. I'm Carrie Lawless. Thanks for watching.